Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manny Reads Comics. Today, we're going to be talking about Justice League 62. Before we get started, though, let me remind you you can watch this on YouTube or you can listen to it on Spotify, Google, or Anchor. Any one of those. But jumping into Justice League number 62, it's making me regret any good things that I said about this series, starting with Bendis' run on it. It's not horrible. I'll say that. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I hate that I said Bendis is doing good because now, he's not doing horrible again. Like I'm saying, it's not doing horrible. He's just not delivering right now. Let me just go ahead and get started with the recap. Hippolyta. So if you were listening to my last review, I was asking where is Hippolyta. I thought that she went with the Justice League to this other world with them. I guess she didn't. That answers that question. She shows up superhero landing style at the Hall of Justice, where she meets up with the Flash. They kind of have like a little deep talk about um, what she wants to do in man's world now, and how she just feels like everything is moving past her. She continuously is living this long life, but things move around her, and she does not change. Um, Flash is trying to be helpful, but some things come off rude of what he says, and other things just he just is not sure what to say to her, honestly. But he does let her know that this is a place that's safe for her. She can come to the Hall of Justice anytime she wants, and she'll be welcome. Um, and she seems to miss Wonder Woman as much as anybody else really is. Mid talk though, Flash does realize, oh no, I made a mistake, and he did the wrong math when he sent the Justice League to this other world, which is not another universe. It's not another dimension. It's just another. I don't know how they're trying to explain it. Bendis is always trying to come up with. I feel like he's always trying to come up with something that's his own thing, and why can't he just use what's been given to him? Either way, it's he messed up the calculations and calls Mr. Terrific to come help him out, and that's where they leave off. Then, when you turn the page, you see you see Aquaman, who's waking up. He's been saved by some random family. Aquaman is just constantly losing. I feel bad for him, but he's constantly losing. Um, he realizes that he's not around the Justice League, and this family is um, I don't know. I don't want to say rude. They're being very cautious, but they don't seem to be under Brutus. That's the main thing here. So there might be some people in this world that aren't all under Brutus. The I'm going to say the father. He is very interested. He's very helpful. He wants to like help Aquaman recover, but his wife is like, you need to get him out of here. He's gonna lead Brutus to us. His kids are kind of rude, like he stinks, and obviously, if he's the king of the sea, he's gonna stink, right? So uh, they're just they're just kind of talking. But the wife mentions Ohio, which is weird. So this has been another world. This is where Naomi comes from, but I would never have thought that this would have been a different dimension, Earth, because they said that so many times. Like, it's not Earth, it's not another dimension, it's not another multiverse or anything. So the fact that she mentions Ohio is very confusing, man, and I don't know what to do with that information. Nothing really gets explained, but Aquaman's just asking, "Where are they? Where's the ocean?" And she says, "This isn't Ohio. There's no ocean or something." I forgot what she said, but she just brings up Ohio for some reason. Um, it just doesn't make sense. But they're not fans of Brutus. Um, Speaking of Brutus, we go back to the battle that he had with where he currently is, where he's standing over Black Adam and Superman, and he reaches out to grab them. He throws them at the rest of the Justice League, and I gotta say, I do agree with the way Batman reacts to this situation. First, he's not a superpowered being, right? So he's not gonna try to catch them, but he does yell out to the rest of the Justice League, like, "Hey, just let them go. They'll survive. They'll bounce back. We need to focus on the battle at hand." But of course, nobody listens. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's easy for you to say," but honestly, it's true. Superman is not gonna die because he got thrown a couple of feet away, and neither is Black Adam. So he's got a good point. But Hawk Girl catches Superman, and no, let's see, yeah, I think so. Hawk Girl catches Superman, and um, Naomi catches Black Adam, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. But they catch them. They put him down. They explain that this world is messing with their power, so they're not at full strength. Um, Green Arrow starts the battle off with shooting some arrows at Brutus, where it just kind of sticks to him, and he knocks it off, and he's annoyed now. He's like he's really pissing him off. Hawk Girl comes in, swings at his face, or he's about to swing. Sorry, and what's her name? Black Canary. She comes in and she's like, no, 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 back off. I got this, and she does her sonic scream and sends him flying. It's great. It's a good like full page spread. Um, and then Brutus continues to attack anyways, and his dialogue is just constantly. It's kind of like he's just pumping himself up. He's just constantly saying, "All I gotta do is beat these guys, and then I can take over this other world. All I gotta do is beat these guys, and I can take over the." He's just it's like his mantra right now, and but it's not really working because then Hot Girl comes in. This is when she comes in and like smashes his face with the mace, and then um, we go to Black Adam and Superman. They're struggling to get up, but honestly, there's like really no flow to this battle, which makes sense. Like I want to give it the benefit of the doubt of this is how battle is. There is no um, step by step of how the battle's gonna go. It's not a turn based anything. You punch me, then I punch you kind of thing. But it's a little too chaotic writing wise, in my opinion. I'm no uh, writer or anything, but I just it's hard to follow along the battle. It's like he's at one scene, and then the next scene he's somewhere completely different, and then the next scene he's somewhere back to where he was, and it doesn't flow very well. That's all. Um, Speaking of not flowing very well, this is when Aquaman shows up, and he's in a war tank. He's in a tank, and it's like, where did you get a tank? Or how did you get rescued by a family that just happens to have a tank? It's just too many coincidences. But he comes in a tank, and he shoots Naomi. He shoots at Brutus, but Brutus grabs Naomi real quickly and puts her in front. She takes the brunt of it. Um, Black Canary is still charging up her sonic scream. She's not strong enough to do it again yet. And then you see Batman running away, and Black Adam's like, "Hey, the battlefield's over here. What are you doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, the battlefield's over there. You should go over there. We could really use your help." What do they expect Batman to do against Brutus right now, honestly? But he's running. He's running the other direction. Um, and to be fair, you should always expect Batman to come through. So like if he's running the other direction, he's got a plan. Leave him alone. Um, Naomi's being useless in this whole battle. She like got sent straight into the sky, and she's looking at the world, and she takes this opportunity to just be like, "Wow, my world is destroyed, and it just looks so bad." And I was like, "You're in the middle of battle. Go back. Go do something. You are a mega power. Go do something." But she's not at the moment, at least. Um, and then finally, there's this huge explosion, and Hippolyta shows up. She was sent here by. I'm assuming Mr. Terrific is the one that sent Hippolyta and Flash to this world, because she shows up immediately, takes out Brutus, um, and it's like an off-screen takeout. When she shows up, she does her superhero landing again, lands on top of Brutus, and when someone says, I forget who says it, but it's like this world is affecting us. Flash comes running around the corner, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I messed up. This world is slowly killing everybody," which makes no sense because Hawk Girl and Black Canary are both overpowered. They're not weak. They're not dying. It doesn't look like they're dying, but um, Black Adam and Superman for sure they are being affected negatively. But here Flash is trying to round everybody up, but he can't seem to find Batman, and he keeps asking, "Where's Batman? Where's Batman?" And no one seems to answer. No one seems to know. But then Zumbato, which is the big bad against Naomi, I'm assuming in her own book, he shows up and he's like, "Nobody gets to leave. I get to decide who leaves and go and comes into my world." And then he looks at Naomi. He's like, "Hey, welcome back. Thanks for bringing some toys." and that's how it ends. You know, he greets Naomi, and he looks pretty like he looks a lot tougher than Brutus, honestly. So it looks like it's gonna be a tough fight for them. For this issue right here, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Again, the chaotic fights, I wasn't liking that too much, but because it's just you couldn't really flow with the fight. I can deal with the chaotic battle, but I can't deal with me as the reader not being able to follow what's going on. Um, and we got to see what happened with Aquaman, and my question for Hippolyta was answered, so that's good. Those are little positives for me. Brutus is he's single minded, and I like that honestly of him. It makes sense for his character. Some negatives that made me go to 7 out of 10 is just there's no reason for Aquaman to be saved by these intruders, and yet they saved him. I guess whatever. Naomi is not doing anything. She's just useless, and again, just the battle. I keep going back to the battle, and I'll stop talking about that. But it just really irked me, I guess. But this story also has the little backup stories, and this one's with Merlin trying to do something. I'm not 100% sure, but I did like that at the moment the Justice League Dark, they're inside like the library of everything. I'm not paying too much attention on this story to tell you the truth, but one of the guys, Ragman, one of the questions that I had for the last issue of this was, what is wrong with Zatanna's power? Why is she scared to use her power? And it gets answered here. Ragman opens up a random book. He looks at the title and it says Justice League Dark 2021, artist or writer Ram V, which is the exact writer for this book. So that was kind of cool, very meta. I like that. But he opens it and he goes to a place in the story where it says, and it's at this point that someone from the group realizes that Zatanna is scared to use her power because she's still being influenced by, I don't know, the Upside Down or something like that. And it's just I like it, but I can also see why it's a little bit lazy way of finding out what's going on with her. But we do get that answered, and that's great. It does remind me of Spaceballs, if you ever seen that movie where he watches the movie to where he's currently at. So that was cool, and I like that we just learned her secret. Then we go away from this and we see Merlin going in the middle of the ocean, and his final goal now is to resurrect Atlantis, the ancient Atlantis, not whatever is in charge of now, but this is the ancient Atlantis. So it's interesting. I mean, I guess, but not interesting enough for me to want to um, pay better attention. I guess I could say. But if that's something you like, I would definitely check it out. This is Injustice League number 62. That's it. That's the whole book right there. 7 out of 10, not bad, but it's going down. Like really was enjoying Bendis's writing, and this right here it's deteriorating. Ugh, that sounded bad. Oh well, um, it is what it is. Um, yeah, that's that. That's the recap review for this Justice League. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for listening.